Emperor Penguins by Ryan Van Auken, Tori Skerlock, Matt Friedman, and David Reynolds. Here is a little background on the Emperor Penguins. The Emperor Penguins are the tallest and largest of all the penguins and live in Antarctica. Emperor Penguins are able to stay warm because of their fat and because they huddle together to stay warm. Also, the female Emperor Penguin lays the egg and the male Emperor Penguin takes the egg and protects it from any outside dangers for 2 months. The Emperor Penguin can weigh up to 88 pounds and can be up to 45 inches tall. It's a very interesting species, and it's clear that the Emperor Penguin and that penguins as a whole have undergone evolution to get to where the Emperor Penguin is today. One vital adaptation of the Emperor Penguin is its breeding habits. The Emperor Penguin is unique because it is the only penguin to lay only one egg. This is due to their climate. Antarctica goes through the most frigid and brutal conditions on the planet. As a result of this, the Emperor Penguins lay one egg on their feet so the egg does not touch the ice below it. Even though its ancestors were able to lay multiple eggs, the Emperor Penguin has evolved to better suit its choice in habitat. As you can see in this picture, the Emperor Penguin only has one egg, and that's underneath it. The Emperor Penguin... This is also in comparison to when the ancestors could lay multiple eggs, but as you can see, due to evolution, the Emperor Penguin has only one egg because of its choice in habitat. Another adaptation of the Emperor Penguin is its fat. Before living in the cold climate like Antarctica, penguins lived in warmer climates. Therefore, they didn't need layers of fat because they didn't need to stay as warm as they do now. However, because Antarctica is so cold and frigid, they need as much fat as they can have to stay warm. This is a physical change that is a sign of evolution, as it shows that the Emperor Penguin changed as it gained layers of fat in order to stay warm. Like I said earlier, the reason why penguins need the fat that they have is because of their cold, frigid environment. However, Antarctica is not always under the South Pole, as continental drift led Antarctica to where it is before. Therefore, Antarctica was not always as cold as it was, but once it became changed into this cold environment, the penguins that were able to produce the most fat were able to survive, and the penguins that weren't able to produce the fat were not able to survive. Therefore, this is just an explanation of the sign of evolution for penguins and their fat and stuff, and how the Emperor Penguin now needs a lot of fat in order. Another adaptation in the Emperor Penguin is their wing and flight. Many believe that the Emperor Penguin and penguins in general evolved from a flying bird. However, because penguins needed to be able to be good swimmers because of their environment, they developed their wings, or flippers. This is a picture of the Waimanau penguin, which is one of the earliest fossil records of a penguin that we have to this date. If you turn your attention towards their wings, or flippers, you can tell that it's more buoyant, more adapt to flying. This proves that the earlier penguins could have been more of a flying type of penguin because of their bone structure and because of the way their joints formed, which made it more adept to flying because their environment called them to fly. However, now because the Emperor Penguin lives in Antarctica, which is basically waters all around them, they need to be more adept to swimming than they need to be to flying. Because of this, their fins they have adapted and evolved into a different type of flipper, which has allowed them to swim more. The reason why they need to swim is because they need to get in the water to get their food and just different stuff like that. Also, because they have evolved into more of a swimming type of penguin because of their flipper, their ability to fly has suffered greatly. This physical change in the Emperor Penguin's wings has allowed them to be more adept in their environment. Therefore, the Emperor Penguin's flipper has undergone a lot of changes throughout the years, and now it's a flipper that is useful, that the penguins use for swimming, and it has evolved into this swimming flipper instead of being a flying one that is. Thank you, and we as a group hope you have learned a lot about the evolution of the Emperor Penguins and hope you could carry on that knowledge.